is so hot in Austin right now. It's not even noon yet. I have a big problem with that. What's up, everybody? It is your boy, David, aka Knife Handed, if you don't know that already. I'm hoping that you've at least checked out one of my other videos, just so you can kind of see where I'm coming from, my point of view on a few things as far as sportswear goes, and sneakers and what have ye thy not. I don't know. Today I wanted to talk, this will be another episode of sneaker deals and steals. As you already know, like I said, if you've seen them, I am a huge fan of finding shoes for the low. If I can find a shoe cheaper than you, I feel like I won. If you find a shoe cheaper than me, I want to know what you got. Help your guy out. Come on. I want to know. I want to know what you know. I'm letting you know what I know. Let's help each other out. We are the world. Come on. Today's shoes, something simple, really quick. Nothing too crazy or anything. But went to the outlet center close to my house in the San Marcos outlets. From what I know, it's like the biggest outlet center in Texas. It's humongous. We get people from all over the world that go there. People from Brazil. We see a lot of people from Asia, Japan, everywhere. Like Korea, Vietnam. I'm just trying to think of like specific people and faces that I've seen. We get a lot of people from France, all over Europe, just everywhere around the globe. Met this beautiful girl there. She was from Australia. She was telling me how expensive things are in Australia, apparently. I don't ever want to live in Australia. She says that everything is double to triple the price that it is there because they have to get everything imported. Even more than we do as a nation right now, which kind of sucks. But yeah, she was saying like cars cost twice as much that they do here. A pair of, I specifically remember her saying that a pair of A6 Gel Kayanos back in 2012, which would have been like the 18 or 19s, they're like $150, and people were throwing a fit here about that, but over there they're almost $300 for a pair of A6 Gel Kayanos. You can get those for $40 at Ross right now. Like, no joke. Your life sucks if you're paying that much for some A6 Gel Kayanos. Not to be rude, but she was a nice lady. Anyway, let's get off of that, because obviously, I mean, I don't think about it that much. Just, you know, every once in a while, every time I go to bed. So today's pickup for the steals and deals, I went to the normal rounds, went to the Nike store, Adidas, and I stopped in at Reebok. Really wasn't expecting to see much, as they normally don't have a lot of stuff that I enjoy or like. A lot of their shoes are in CrossFit mode, and that's kind of where their mindset and marketing is at. So do them. They're doing a great job. People love them in that world. So do what you do, Reebok. But every once in a while, treat me and people like me and do something special, as you did just with this one. So I walk in there, walk to the back, and I see that they're having a big buy one, get one half off, or buy two, get one free. Yeah. They're really helping people out with some deals right now. So what do I see when I walk into the back? I go to the back of the store. Their wall is terrible. Not that much stuff to look at. I mean, it's really bad. So what do I see? I see a shoe that's labeled, let me get this box. I see a shoe that's labeled Reebok Tech 90s 1. I have no idea what that is. If you were to tell me what that was, I'd be like, no, you're an idiot, you're wrong. That's completely something different. But when I saw it on the wall, I was like, oh, okay. Let's check this out. I heard a lot about this shoe. It is the Reebok, what I know it as is the Reebok Big Hurts. That name was made popular by Frank Thomas, who was a popular baseball player back in the 90s, who actually wore these shoes, well, the cleated baseball versions. And anytime that they generally release a shoe like that, you know, they make it wearable for everybody on the bottom. Yes, it does have a little bit more of an exaggerated kind of like teeth on the bottom, but it is still a wearable street shoe to me. And you could actually probably use this for street ball. Haven't used it yet. I have yet to wear these just because I've been working a lot. But anyway, let's get into it. This was made popular by Frank Thomas, who's known as Big Hurt. They're in a big struggle right now because of what they did. Reebok, as you know, is they're kind of doing their whole throwback line. They did it big time with the Iversons a few years ago. They're really pushing out that product right now. Shaq's, even like Reebok, like D Brown Reeboks, the original like Omni Pump mids or whatever. They're I don't know what's going on or what their mindset is, but they have a really big focus on like cross training and CrossFit. But then you see stuff like this that if this was in a store, this would sell. Like this would do extremely well. But I found it in outlets, and again, they were having their buy one get one half off. So your boy saw the cha-ching, the white version. It's literally the exact same shoe, just the inverse colorway. It's got their like honeycomb cushioning gel system, which sucks. It doesn't do anything compared to what else is out there. So yeah, I bought one. They're marked at $59.99, and I got them. I got one at $59.99, and the other for pretty much like $30. So I paid about $90 plus tax for both of these shoes, which is an awesome deal, especially for your boy who loves his vintage retro product. They sound like the 90s. If you listen closely, I can hear the sound of Lori Beth Dimberg getting slimed on Figure It Out. So good. I miss you, Lori Beth. So yeah. What else is there to say? Oh, so they're in big trouble right now for releasing this shoe. Apparently Frank Thomas has that name Big Hurt trademarked, and they did not ask him for his permission to use that on the shoebox. And when I heard about that, I thought it was really interesting because, you know, I mean, just because of the story behind it. I always find that awesome. I always find that interesting to hear these different stories. So whenever you get this, if you were to find this at a Reebok outlet, you'd see that it says Reebok Tech 90s 1. It had maybe 4 tags on the front of the shoe. And I've been through this before, where we have to relabel or do something with the product that has to, like, you know, alters it in some kind of way. Best way I can remember is whenever I was at my Lakeline store up in Cedar Park, Texas, when the Rising Sun Retro 12s came out. They were supposed to have the Rising Sun, like the Japanese style flag on the insole, and people in Japan did not find that cool at all. The fact that we were stepping on their flag inside of a shoe did not sit well with people. I know we didn't think about it as a big deal because we have shoes that are like USA themed, and you know, the insole is part of the shoe. It's more about a history or respect thing. They didn't see it that way. So what we had to do as employees, as per Nike and their execs, we had to literally remove every insole from those Retro 12 Rising Suns and replace them with this bunk, like, regular, basic, cheap foam insole that didn't even have a logo or a name, no Jumpman, no Nike logo, anything on each one of those shoes. From kids size 3 all the way up to men's size 14. That was the biggest pain in the butt I have ever dealt with any kind of release. And I have been through some stuff for some releases, let me tell you. So yeah, I thought it was interesting. So I kind of, when I heard that they were getting into some lawsuit because of the name, I looked on the box, and you see this one's kind of faded because I peeled back the new label that they had on the outside, which says the Tech 90s. But when I peeled it back, look what's under there. This shoe is actually supposed to be called the Big Hurt. Like, they were full on going to release this as the Big Hurt. And I guess, Frank Thomas and his people did not like that because he wasn't getting any cut off of it. So I thought that was interesting. The reason why this one has it and this one does not is because your boy, being so heavy-handed, I tried peeling it back and it was not coming up. There's like 3 tags on this, by the way. I'm sure they all say something different, but when I was peeling it off, I noticed that it was like peeling the face off of the one under it, the one that actually says Big Hurt. So I just left it, and I just ended up taping it. I just ended up taping the tag that was already on there. I feel like if I could see it on the other one, that's cool. It's kind of a cool little piece to talk about. So yeah, that's kind of all that I have for you today. This one's a quick one. I know this video is already about 10 minutes long. I talk a lot. I like talking about this kind of stuff. If you like hearing about this stuff, let me know. Next one will probably go into a little bit more, I don't know. Still thinking. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, so, again, hope you had fun, and I'll see ya on the next one.